What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Dima, white folks music. Now, guys, even though it's white folks music, this is Negro stuff, right? And I try to tell you, brothers, stay away from ghetto families and ghetto chicks, because ghetto chicks typically have ghetto families that results in gunshots, please. We're gonna fly all the way to Atlanta, Georgia, in Clayton County. We have a young man by the name of Reginald Manuel. Now, he has a child by this other lady, and he was there with his girlfriend and their family on Easter Sunday. Now, apparently he has a baby by the young lady, right? So he's 19, young man. He's there, then he gets into it with the girlfriend's mama. Stop the show. Okay, black men. Most of us do not like our mama's girlfriend's mama. Girlfriend's mamas, okay? It's understandable. But here's one way that you can avoid that. Limiting your appearances at their house. This is the reason why Christmas, Thanksgiving, I never go. I'll send money. I'll send a gift. But I don't like typically people's parents. I just don't, for the most part, because they're going to say some shit and I know how I am, and I'm going to say something back, and then gunshots, please.
Oh, fuck, you need to leave.
Somebody going to get hurt, okay? So I typically try to avoid those interactions, guys. And then also you got to remember, if you're at their place and they say something stupid you don't like, just leave. You don't have time to be arguing with them when you're at their place, because they have kids there and simp boyfriends there. So always remember, guys, you need to make it a home, okay? So what ended up happening, he got into an argument with the girlfriend's mother, okay? And then he wanted to something happened. Then there was a argument. He went to go get his child and he walked out the house. But then her boyfriend, Mr. Jazwan Burrow, stopped the show. This is how you know he ghetto. His name is Jazwan. Who names their kid Jazwan? He got mad at the young man. Gunshots, Zima! Shot and killed him. And the thing is, Mr. Jazwan Burrows is already a convicted felon. Can I get a game over sound effect? Okay, so let's kind of rewind, Dima. You have a young man with a 19-year-old girlfriend going over to her mama's house who has a boyfriend who is a convicted felon, and you get into an argument with her. What do you think is going to happen? This is the reason why I tell black men all the time. Guys, elevate in life so that you have more opportunities to get away from ghetto crazy ass people in any community, right? But what happened is that this guy gets into it with his girlfriend's mother, which it should have never happened. I don't care if she's in the wrong. You need to leave. Then her convicted felon boyfriend kills him because he's stupid and he's an idiot and he can't control his emotions. Guys, life is about controlling your emotions. Now we have a young man who has lost his life at 19, a convicted felon whose life was already almost over, is going back to prison for a chick who probably couldn't control her mouth. Now you're going back to prison, and then when you go back to prison, somebody's going to booty clapping sounds. God damn. That will happen to you, and then while you're in prison getting booty clapping sounds, the girl that you went to prison for will be getting double booty clapping sounds. Right. So everybody loses the situation. Your daughter is going to lose a boyfriend and a father. The kid loses a father. The mother loses her boyfriend. Everybody loses. And the women in situation are going to go out and get new guys who will repeat the process. And now you have two black men affected because they can't control their emotions and they're over here caping for hood chicks. Hood chicks, let me tell you. Story time. Yeah, it's some of the best some of the best box you'll ever get is from chicks in the projects and chicks who are from, less than stellar places. But what I'll tell you is this, guys. Okay. You really need to really focus on who you're having kids with and focus on where those people come from. All right. And I could probably, imagine that this young guy, no one ever talked to him about anything. He's a young guy, but stay away from people you can't get along with. That's something that will keep you living, guys. People you can't get along with, stay away from them. All right? I don't like people's families. Stop the show. I don't even like my own goddamn family, which is why I don't go around them. Shout out to my mom. I love you. But I go to my family once every 3 years. Why? I don't really like them that much. Not that I don't like them, but it's what are we going to talk about for the most part? I love them, but I love them so much, I'm never there. There's a reason for that. Because families like to keep up bullshit. Most of y'all don't even like being around your own family. Imagine going around somebody else's family. It's always chaotic, guys. And especially if you deal with a chick, there's no father figure in the house. And all she does is deal with Pookies and Ray Rays, convicted felons. Guys. And then your kid is around that, okay? Like, there is no great story ending for hood love. Hood love, there's no happy ending to it. Welfare love, there's no happy ending to it. The only thing that can come out of hood love, ghetto love, is trauma, gunshots, knife wounds, the police sirens. Police sirens, Zima, that's the only thing that comes from that shit. Leave that alone. I am from Del Paso Heights, but I do not effectively date there. Some of y'all are from East Cleveland, some of y'all from South Central, some of y'all from Southside Chicago, North Philly, Southwest Philly, Boston, 7th Ward, Houston, 5th Ward, Houston. Listen, you might be from there, but you don't date there, guys. Okay? You don't date there, guys. And let me just tell you this. You don't date women whose mamas date or have convicted felon boyfriends. It doesn't work. All right. This young guy lost his life because he couldn't control his temper. And then the other guy couldn't control his temper. Now they're both out of a life. We have to understand this, guys. If you can't get along with people, why are we? It's one thing about black people we gotta understand. If we know we can't get along, why do we fight so hard to hang around each other? Only so we can have issues. And I'm gonna just say this. I've seen that in the African community too. Since I've lived in Europe, I've seen it. When black people come around, can't get along, but they fight and create things to hang around each other just so they can get around each other and then have problems. Doesn't make sense. Stay away from each other if you can't fucking get along. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junker. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.